folks, this is Leaning Left. I'm David Rodriguez, here with another stupid conservative meme. You know, usually in the past when I've done these, I basically looked up conservative memes and kind of scrolled through and you know, marveled at how many horrifically racist ones there were, and just picked one from there, usually about Biden or Trump or whatever. This time I decided to do something a little different. I actually looked up based on a specific issue. And so this time I'm going to look at a gun control meme. You know, Republicans have a lot of arguments against gun control, but much like the egos of the men who need to stockpile 1 million AR-15s and take them wherever they go, those arguments are very, very fragile and can't stand up against even a little bit of pressure. So I'm sure I'll have these a lot of times in the future because, again, there are a lot of these arguments. I'm going to try to really focus on the one that's in this meme. It's going to be hard not to go off on tangents because it's just this sprawling mess of nonsense. But in the meantime, let me show you the meme I got today. Okay, so here we have someone who is dressed up like a criminal. He's looking at a book of laws. He's kind of scratching his head with a gun in his hand. It says, "Hold on, guys. Let me check the gun laws first." Okay. So this is obviously based on the argument that the right often uses that if you make laws banning certain guns or controlling certain guns, the criminals, being criminals, are not going to follow those laws and they will just manage to get those guns anyway. Okay. Now, like a lot of things that conservatives say, on the very surface, if you don't dig, that makes some sense, right? I mean, they probably will. They'll go find guns somehow, somewhere else, I'm sure, if that's what they want to do. But the thing is that that particular argument isn't really an argument against gun control. I mean, it is this time, but really it's an argument against all laws. Any single law, if you take that argument and replace gun laws with any other thing, it's the same thing. Like, we shouldn't make robbery illegal. There's no point. Bad guys will just rob people anyway. We shouldn't make drug dealing illegal. Drug dealers will just deal drugs anyway. So with that logic, there's no point in any laws. The bad guys are just going to do what they want no matter what. Why should we make a law for anything at all? Now, it doesn't really make sense here, as it doesn't in any of those other cases either, because you're right. A lot of bad guys will find ways to get the guns they want. That's true. But right now, the way they have is they can literally just go to their nearest sporting goods store and just buy one. In a lot of states, they don't even need to do any kind of background check. They just could go get one. Or you know, the checks they have to do are so minor that they're likely to end up with one, no problem. A lot of these, like the AR-15s that have been used in all these mass shootings, a lot of those were obtained perfectly legally. No problem whatsoever. And Republicans keep making it easier for people to get these guns, even if they have, you know, diagnosed, recorded mental issues. Thanks, Trump. So, would an assault rifle ban work? Or would bad guys just get them no matter what? Yeah, it would work. And I know if you're against this idea, you're like, bull BS, like you're full of crap. So here's the thing. Every other country where they've done it, it has worked. All of them. Every single one. And here's the funny thing. It's also worked here. When Bill Clinton did his assault weapons ban, gun deaths from those guns dropped dramatically. And when that expired, they spiked right back up again. So, the law had an effect. And people didn't die. That would have otherwise. We don't know who, of course, but it's pretty clear it would have happened. So even here, where you might say it doesn't work because we've always had the Second Amendment, etc., it has worked. It did work. It will work again. And it won't stop everything. You're right, it won't stop everything. But I'm happy it stops one of these mass shootings that we've had. I mean, we won't know, but if there's one less of those, that's pretty damn good. That's well worth it. I would give up, you know, if one of my things I like to collect was found to be the cause of tons and tons of deaths, I'd be happy to give that up too. Any sane person should. But I get it. I know. You are quite literally sticking to your guns and saying, nope. If we make it illegal, the bad guys just get it. So gun control is dumb. Great. Conservatives. How about if we do this? How about if we look at abortion the same way? If we make abortions legal, people will still get them anyway. So what's the point? If you're going to apply that logic to guns, you have to apply it to abortions. Of course, the difference is when women get abortions and they're illegal and they have to go some other way to get it, they often die. So, kind of a different thing. Kind of more important to not make that a law. So, I don't mean to branch us off into a whole different ridiculous conservative thing, but there it is. Anyway, as time goes on, I will tackle more gun control memes because, like I said, all the arguments are ultimately nonsense when you push on them just a little bit. But in the meantime, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please hit like and subscribe. Click the little bell icon so you know about the next time I put out a video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear them. I'd love to start up a dialogue. It's always fantastic to get other people's points of view. Have I missed a trick? Is there something I need to know about? Let me know. I am very curious, but you know, coming at me just screaming Second Amendment is not going to convince me, but if you want to, go ahead, it's fine. But until next time, just remember, if you keep leaning left, you'll always be right.